Good morning. So that's it. I'm in front of my computer and I just went and went to my portal and I sent my doctor a note. And it just says, hope you had a great holiday. And I'm just following up with you to let you know that my blood pressures have been great and I feel awesome. And I've decided against taking injectables, medications, and things. And I wanted to do this real time with you all because it is something that was on the table when the doctor talked about. It was on November 7th, and we did that 2-week run of just looking at blood pressures and seeing what my numbers were. And he said, Rhonda, your numbers are really low. It's time to start weaning you off. And for the weeks after this, I have been feeling amazing. I feel so good. It's crazy. But I thought about what he said about the injectables, and he already knew. He said, Rhonda, I already know that you wanted to come off of blood pressure medications. You don't want to be on medications. But he says, hey, you're 50 years old. You have a lot of life ahead of you, which I took that as like, when I explained it, I'm like, I felt like it was a prophetic word because I feel like I have a lot ahead of me. And he said, if you took off 50 pounds, that would just really help some of your numbers. And I agree with him. So I really thought about it, this vacation, right, during this time of holiday, and like, what does that mean for me? I haven't been focused on the number on the scale. I have been focused on consistency and showing up, and what types of workouts that I like to do, and what kind of foods do I love, and what am I going to do different. So in front of me today, I was supposed to go in the office. I'm a work from home person, right, employee, but 2 times a month I need to go in the office. And so I'm very adamant about the things that I take with me, and I make sure that I have lunch and breakfast and everything packed. So, of course, I have my kombucha, right, because I need that for just gut health. And then I made me overnight oats. And I take these as well, Ceylon cinnamon. Haven't taken that yet, but I just moved everything because I was literally putting my shoes on, get ready to walk out the door to make a drive, which was 45 minutes away from home, and just said, before I put my shoes on, let me check my phone. And there was the message, Rhonda, you don't have to go. So I'm excited about that. And I said, let me get up and just talk to you all about this topic that I wanted to talk about semaglutides, right? And there are semaglutides, if you don't know, that's the name of all of the injectables. And so when I said, you mean in Ozempic? And he said, well, not Ozempic. I'm going to give you a list of semaglutides. Let's get a list, right? There's Ozempic. There is Mounjaro. That's one that he suggested to me. There's another one called, I believe it's Z-Bound, and then Wegovy, right? And when I listened to all of the, right, there's so much going on with all of the injectables, right? There's celebrity gossip of some great people that have taken it. And one person in particular I didn't hear her say which one she was taking, Oprah, but I heard her say yes, that she has admitted to taking injectables. And then there's the possibility with Weight Watchers, and it's just such a conversation. We have likened it to semaglutides are like the new weight loss surgery. Remember, everybody wanted to get bypass surgery, and then it was the band, and then it was the sleeve, and now it's injectables, right? And so for myself, I just said, okay, Ozempic is more for the diabetic, right? And I thought to myself, okay, when he first said it, I said, you mean like Ozempic? And I said, well, how are you going to do that? Because I'm not diabetic. And I know I told you guys 2 years ago, my number was one number above normal, where I was falling into the pre-diabetes. And so I have been actively working on keeping that number normal, which means that I have to move and I have to work out and I have to look at my food, and along with the blood pressure, right? So those were two things that I had going on. So he mentioned these injectables, and he said, well, you would come in and we would show you your first injectable, you know, we would do it for you, and then you would, you know, do it once a week. But I just want to give you the side effects, and this is no shade to anyone that is on, this is your personal decision, and I am on here today to talk about my personal decision. So there's Ozempic, Wegovy, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Ribelsis, and these are the side effects, right? Some of the side effects can cause side effects that some people are unable to tolerate, even with following dosing guidelines. So there's nausea, vomiting, diarrhea are common, fatigue, burping, facial changes, headaches, rebound weight gain, pancreatitis, low blood glucose, vivid dreams. I can handle that. I already have those. Gas and bloating, stomach pain, gallbladder disease, kidney damage, allergic reactions, thyroid tumors, stomach paralysis, long-term effects, and that's just some. So this is what made me just stop, because last year, you guys know, I had emergency surgery to get my gallbladder out. That was last year, April. And so I was like, okay, gallbladder disease. I already don't have a gallbladder, so I don't have that line of defense. And then kidney damage is a situation that is in my family, and I was like, I don't want that. And then low blood glucose, that has something to do with just, even if you were, like, when you're diabetic, you're up and down with your sugar. And allergic reaction, it's just too much to consider. And even though I will say, I think Oprah looks her best ever, except for when she lost the pounds in the beginning, when she had that wagon. But she was super young when she lost that weight. But at her age now, I think she looks incredible. And we don't know who else is, you know, on the medication. But I have decided that it is a hard no for me. Ozempic is for the type 2 diabetic. And then there's, if you have possibilities with cardiovascular disease, heart disease, you can, you know, work on some of the other options. But for me, I said no. And so I just wanted to come on today to give you real time that I'm letting the doctor know I've been putting it off, and just saying, like, what is it that you want to do? But there was a report given to me about someone that's close to me and someone close to them that had some issues, and they were on Wegovy, and they had to take them off the Wegovy because they were just having major problems. And one of the things that stood strong for me is that there's someone else that I know that their doctor recommended them getting it, and they said no. There's someone I know, Rhonda, who did not have weight loss surgery, who did not use the injectables, and she is doing the work and taking it off, and I'm going to take that route. And when they shared that with me, I was pretty excited, because I'm like, hey, I want to let you guys know this is not hard. I wouldn't say hard anymore, and I'm not going to say hard because I'm a plus size curvy girl. Someone said to me, don't use the word curvy girl, right? Don't try to redefine it. But I thought it was funny, and I had to look it up. I'm not going to find the definition. I'm not going to find the definition that I want, but there was a definition that puts me into curvy, right? Because I am curvy. I'm plus size and I'm curvy, and that's okay. But when I'm saying that it's hard, like I finally stepped into it's okay to be a plus size woman, and with that, it's okay that I work out and I do the best that I can do with being a plus size woman. I'm not sure if I will ever. There would have been possibly the instance where maybe I would have been smaller had I taken injectables, but I just don't want to take the risk of further things happening down the road, other complications that put me in the tailspin. And which one do you choose? Which part of the scale do you choose? And for me, I just decide to, hey, I am a plus size woman and I am working and doing the best that I can do. I've researched a lot as far as what I want to do, plant-based. My highest weight, and I haven't admitted this, but here's another honest moment. My highest weight at one time was 329. That was my highest weight until I had the hysterectomy. And once I had the hysterectomy and went through a deep depression, my highest weight was 362 pounds. And that is when I decided that it was time to do something because I was having blood pressure issues. And I was actually potty training my granddaughter at the time and could not, I could go in the bathroom, but we were both in the bathroom at the same time and I'm potty training her. She had her little potty. I had, the regular toilet, and it became tight in that bathroom. And that's when I said, it's time to do something. So that's me being very honest and transparent about my weight. I've had weight issues for my entire life, but I have made the decision that I will just keep on working, walking. I have researched and tried and trying all different things so my body doesn't adapt, and I'm doing the best that I can do with my food, and I feel amazing. And I just wanted to get on here and share that with you all, that sometimes it seems like it's a great option, but then there's side effects in there, and there's these side effects that come later on. And I just want to deal with the body that the Lord has given me, and just, it's my temple. And yeah, I haven't done the best that I can do with it, but I have said, Lord, I'm sorry, forgive me, and thank you, and just let me do the best that I can do now. So without going way over, today is my no to injectables, and I have been swimming and walking and lifting weights, and some new things are coming, and I'm going to share that all with you on this platform, if you will allow me to, and just let you into my world. So thanks for listening, and maybe you're thinking about it, and if you had a great experience, great. This is not a jab for you. This is just a decision that we feel like in my gut. I even said to the doctor, I said to the doctor, give me someone that you've put it on and give me the story from beginning to end. And the doctor said, hey, I have my father on it. And I was like, oh, okay, that says a lot. But then I had to say, that's a man, and men lose weight differently than women. So that sounds like it's a great viable option for me. However, give me a woman that has like a similar story. And he really didn't give me, he said, yeah, I've treated women. No, but like for me, like I want data, empirical data. Like tell me she weighed 379 pounds. She had, she was diabetic. Her A1C was 11.1. She had these problems, this problem. I put her on the medication, and like walking me through the story. And he couldn't, or he didn't. And because he didn't, to me, it wasn't believable. And I have access to the internet, and I just said, this is not an option for me. So you guys have an amazing day. As always, just sharing a piece of our life with you. Be blessed, and make sure that you leave a comment. Let me know, and maybe you're thinking about it, and that's up to you. No judgment, but we just wanted to share our experience with you, and we'll be back very soon. Take care.